I think going up the last few shows, going up high to look at the city rather than street level has let me look at the rhythm of the city, of the veins of the streets, and you can kind of see the pulse of the different parts of the city. And I think it's the same when I try and reproduce that in the studio. I try and find the pulse in the painting, and I guess I listen to a lot of music that has that same type of rhythm. To me, I try not to represent the photo exactly. I like to have certain points, so if someone was to go and try and reference it, they can find the points. I think you could stand in that position and find particular buildings or Gateway Bridge or the lights that are on at that particular. I like to add little balances, that little notes. I just sing in a different way. That's about different rhythm. Yeah, it's a lot about subtractive and additive colour is I guess the two main elements, and looking at dark and light. These ones in particular, I think, were from the Mount Gravatt lookout. I've been really enjoying in the photographs finding these beautiful dark greens and blues, which I'm trying to reproduce in the paint, and the reds and kind of purples that come through the sky. It's a really hard thing to try and get the colours to sit, I guess the lights to sit into the darkness, and I guess that's the hardest thing, and I really like kind of experimenting with that. I've always wanted to look at other ways to produce this, not in paint. So a few years ago I bought some acrylic sheets of all different tints and all different colours, and I started playing with LEDs and started reproducing, I guess, the same bokeh effect. So finally I've got the space to show off the works alongside the paintings, a large installation of the laser cut acrylic. It's just another way to produce the same effect but in another medium. At every show I've built other objects that have come with the show, so I've never just been a painter. I've always done a lot of drawings, other objects. These other elements always come into my shows to take it outside of just being a painting. Yeah, a big thing for me to try and understand what it is about painting them and making them that takes me away from the actual act of just photographing the subject matter. Depending on the time of day, the way the light falls on them, they're quite spiritual kind of works to sit in front of. And playing with the hanging pieces in the show is going to be a lot like church LED lights, or that really beautiful light that's allowed through and that colour that dances. I really like the idea of the movement in these. The time of day, different ones will not allow your eye to sit still, which is the big thing with the LED works that I'm working on. Just be something in the gallery that catches the corner of your eye, and just that little bit of sublime moment of knowing that the city's alive. I've photographed a lot right on the edge of dusk or dawn, and yeah, I think it's that seeing the colours come alive, the movement, just that poetic time of day, just being a place when you could go and be on the top of a mountain with your friends, and it's away from everyone, looking over the city and dreaming about what you could do. It's a big part of these works. It's being able to sit in front of them and feel that feeling, which I think that's what an artist's job is to do, is to change the way people see things.